Hi, I'm Jax.
And I'm Space.
We are actually going to comment on JB's Toy Show today from Popopolis.
Absolutely. We went there and spent a good amount of time there.
And money.
And money. Indeed.
So, I don't know. It's kind of a long video. Thanks for joining us today. Obviously here you can see the Ghostbusters of Lancaster County.
Yep.
Always good to know there's more nerds out there and nerdier people than us, yeah?
Absolutely. I wish I would have panned over and got more pictures of the Ecto-1. They had a nice Ecto-1 out there.
Very good.
Yeah. I didn't get to that though. Maybe you can see it in the reflection?
No. Maybe a little bit? No. It's the food truck. They advertised food trucks here. I only saw one. That would indicate food truck, not trucks. But what's this stand?
This is Collectible Kingdom?
Yeah, that's right. This is, I mean, I wouldn't say notorious, but for us it's notorious, right? Because you've been trying to find it for a little while.
I tried to find their base store for a while, but I haven't tried recently.
Maybe it's a shop where they have a storage unit and they just go around to places like this. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's very possible.
They had a pretty decent stand. We didn't stay there long because we wanted to go inside. This is the Rockvale Outlets. The shops at Rockvale Outlets in Lancaster, PA. And again, this is JB's Toy Show. You had mentioned earlier that they tour around.
They do. Basically, JB's Toys, they set up conventions and things like this. Now, this one was no charge. What we saw, I guess they were just taking the money from the vendors, the booths, and they were using that to cover that. Now, the next couple I saw, there's going to be a $5 charge at the door, which is very reasonable.
Yeah, they have to make money sometime. Right?
Indeed, exactly. I understand that. Yep. I just wanted to point that out.
I'd like to point out that Space did all the filming today. The only footage you'll see of me is the intro of this thing, which was sped up to 1,500 frames a second at 1,500 frames a second. Yes, something like that. It was crazy. So it's trying to process that and probably got messed up. But I'd like to thank you personally for the footage. You got very good footage without looking awkward at all. By the way,
I appreciate that. I kind of got into the motion, into the groove, and just ran with it.
It's very stable. This time it's shot in 4K 30 frames a second.
Yep.
So it's a little smoother, and you'll see it's color graded and everything. Really, though, what we wanted to get across was just a tour of this entire kind of convention. They did a great job. A lot of the vendors were very nice and had a good selection of stuff. For instance, we are at Lazy Eye Collectibles, which personally I spent the most money at.
Me as well. I got to give them props. As you'll see right there, that's mine now, the Blacklight Knight Rider. Ghost Rider, I'm sorry, in the upper left. No, please don't crucify me for that. And then I also purchased that Glow Hulk with the Pop Culture sticker as well.
I think you got a pretty good take there, especially that Glow Hulk.
Yeah.
But you can see he has a very decent collection. As far as I saw, it was one dude and maybe his wife or something that worked there and had a very good collection that he just ran a stand. So I was perfectly happy supporting him with a good amount of money. Yeah, I bought the Captain America. I'm not sure if it's in the footage here. It's yep, see that the one right there? I'm looking at it right there. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, it was a nice one. This is their forward stand, right? You can see the Mandalorian that we picked up at Target in the first video.
Yeah.
I actually just bought that Venomized Kingpin, even though it seems like nobody wants it, right?
I have one too.
It seems like it's not a very successful one. I like it personally, and if we're going by weight of Funko, it's going to be worth a lot someday. So, it's never going to happen. I was just messing around.
As they dry up, we want it to go up in value a little bit.
Yeah. So there's Homelander.
Yep.
It's always good to see that. That's a Target exclusive that I've actually seen in stores recently. It is August 6th right now, as of this recording. This is Space.
Oh crap! I need to spend money. Look, there's your Rick.
When I was calling Space out earlier for his stable footage, I neglected to mention when he saw the Freddy Funko as Chucky there. If you want to explain your thought process there.
Yeah, I kind of, I guess, got distracted. Like the Homer Simpson with the dog with the tail. Ooh, fluffy tail! But I saw that Freddy Funko has been a grail of mine for a long time. It's the 3000 limited edition bloody variant.
Yeah.
One of 3,000.
I think you got a great deal. Yeah, I don't know, but I think that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Stable footage other than when you wanted to get the Freddy Funko, which you ended up getting anyway. So again, this guy made some good money this day, you know. But he was nice.
Yep.
So be it. There you can see the Ghost Rider is gone on the upper left-hand corner. So I guess this is after you purchased that one, but not before you purchased the Hulk.
I walked away and then came back for the Hulk.
I got you. He had a good collection. And,
He did.
I mean,
was that Pietro?
Yeah, that was Pietro from the Funko store. That'd be nice to have too.
I know, right? I didn't notice that.
They're gonna reissue it one of these days. It's still on there.
It's been in my Notify forever.
There's these the wrestling figures again. You notice those? Like we see those everywhere.
I am curious. Who is there a big fan base for those, or are people just buying them to sell? I don't.
I think it warrants research. So I'll do that, and then we'll both get in on it. I bought one of the sodas here. I forget which one. I think it was Shredder.
Yes.
I picked up that day. It was still sealed. I did not get a chase, or we would have made a video about it, frankly. So you can see they had a good amount of the Marvel helmets, which one of these days when I have a basement, I'm going to collect. Up there was a reissue Castle Grayskull and a White Ranger helmet, which I will also have because I think the White Ranger is only second to the Green Ranger, in my opinion. There you can see I got a little bit black there, but we're in here. There's that MODOK that I still see at Target these days.
Yeah, the Legends one.
Yeah. There's an old Ghostbusters. Now, that's a reissue as well, I think. There's no way that the 1986 version kept that well. You can see everybody has those Mickeys and those new reissue Captain Americas.
I have the Mickeys. I have 4 or 5 of them. I wanted to put them in the store, but they don't appear to be selling that well.
Yeah, same with the Captain America / Spider-Man / whatever that has the stuff printed all over it. Like,
when they moved away from the Artist series and went to the Art series, I think they really made a mistake.
I agree. I think it's just it feels like a cheap cop-out, and I'm not trying to be one of those guys that complains, you know?
No. I mean, you collect what you want to.
Yeah, if somebody likes it, so be it. I just don't like it. This is simply an opinion.
Yep.
But you can see there's a wide array of toys just at this table alone. I mean, look, we have Hot Wheels. Ninja Turtles are going to be down here to the left. These trucks seem to be everywhere. I don't know enough about those either.
I have a bunch of Hot Wheels, but I don't know anything about them either.
Yeah. A Shredder versus Ra's al Ghul. Yes, I said Ra's al Ghul. That is from the Batman animated series, which I consider to be the best version of Batman, thanks to Kevin Conroy and everybody. So, sorry, that is my opinion. I will not speak for Space there. That is Jack's opinion only.
Well, since I collect the animated series Pops, so I'm totally down. I feel that's the alpha.
Yeah, that's the definitive. That's the word I was looking for. There's that figure I just saw at Ollie's for like $7. The one that they had back there, the Black Series Star Wars.
$7.
Yeah.
Wow.
The original Godzilla, I have a few of those. I don't know enough about those motorcycles. Any of those loose ones catch your eye?
There were loose toys everywhere. I wish I knew more.
Same. But what's nice about this is we'll look back at this YouTube channel when we run a successful toy store and laugh one day, right? So.
For sure.
Yeah, but I enjoyed looking at everything this guy had because it was kind of more Transformers and stuff. You can see some of the new Transformers. I'm specifically looking for Ecto 1, but I just picked up the DeLorean. In this case, though, I wanted to point out the G.I. Joe here, because you might not have seen him under regular circumstances, but that's a figure from like the 1960s, 70s era with the Kung Fu grip, right?
Yep.
Otherwise pointed out in the Sublime song.
Yeah.
So, the other thing I wanted to point out here that Space got a good shot of is the Boba Fett prototype helmet. The prices down there now are as of August 2021, but I get the feeling that will go up because those prototype things tend to.
I just had to get that. I love that so much. If I didn't have space issues, space issues, I would definitely get that. But having the T-51 Fallout helmet, and I also have the Punisher helmet.
Yeah, I love that Punisher helmet. They were selling it here at this the other place too. I was talking to this guy that owns this store. It doesn't really have a name. He works a full-time job and started collecting on his own, and then had enough stuff to start a stand. And he goes to a lot of these places and makes almost enough to quit his job and stuff. So he's thinking about doing that. So I wish I would have thought something in here that I wanted, but I didn't. Other than there's a Skeletor wand kind of thing as a dripster, for like a Long Island iced tea and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I didn't think it was worth like like $40 to do that with. So
Wow, that's a lot.
now this is a different stand from the other guy, but they're friends, obviously. And they have a lot of the more modern toys. So you'll see those Ninja Turtles, I believe, were in Toys R Us near us. And these Transformers were all issued in different stores. There's the new Soundwave and the Scooby-Doo.
I was looking at the Scooby-Doo. I couldn't. I love Scooby-Doo.
I think down here you got a good shot of this. Yeah, there you go. It's the baton from Star Wars. Both of us investigated that because we thought it was cool, but I don't think it's still in production. It's not worth that much right now.
The hardest thing is, it looks really good because it's half off. The list price is $199, but it's on sale for $100. But then when you look at the secondary market, you can get it for like 80, 85 shipped. So, you know, maybe it's not a great deal.
Yeah, at least right now.
Yeah.
For all we know, we'd be looking back on this someday and kicking ourselves for not purchasing it, you know?
Well, I do that a lot, so.
Hopefully, for that vendor, you know what I mean? Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe it'll turn out. So, a lot of this stuff here, like I like that Kingpin. That is from the original 90s cartoon that I used to watch. Do you ever see that one?
I'm sure I have. Just my memory's pretty bad going back that far, man.
There's a Street Sharks comic book over on the left there. I did used to watch that as well. If we're dating ourselves now, there's Ron Swanson's Pyramid of Success over the left.
Wow, I missed that.
Yeah. TargetCon exclusive Skeletor up top that you got a nice shot of here.
On the throne, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see any of those in store. And I'm glad because I probably would have bought it. I like Skeletor. At least the old Skeletor, I don't know enough about the new one yet, other than he's voiced by Mark Hamill, and I've seen 2 episodes that were a bit disappointing. But that's a whole other topic.
Indeed.
There's Shrek. I don't care much for Shrek or Mini-Me over there, right? I'm not that that matters. I just wouldn't collect it. But
Yeah, same.
a lot of sports figures at this guy's stand. You'll see. I think he gives you the evil eye here, at least once. I don't know whether you had to see him through the shelf and I just missed it, but I thought it was funny as I was reviewing and editing here.
I didn't even notice.
No, because you're the camera guy here, man. Here's the. I wanted to point this one out. This is the starship from Episode 1. That is the one that Princess Amidala used when they went down and first met Anakin on Tatooine
Okay.
and had the encounter with Darth Maul. So it's not worth that much. It was $116. I think it would be neat for anybody's collection that's really into old Star Wars and stuff. And I say old as a collector of Episode 1, 2, and 3 myself. So there's Bosk. See him in a doll form there. They just reissued him as a Funko Pop in that Bounty Hunter collection.
Yes, they did. I wanted to also point out that I like the way this guy did the Post-it notes. Generally, I like pricing because of my OCD, but Post-it notes were a really nice way to not destroy the property.
Yeah, and you can take them off,
Yeah.
and there's not stickers.
Yeah.
I suppose most people don't do that if they're not there because people could change them out, perhaps.
That could be. You have to keep a watchful eye.
This is a good audience, though, and I don't mean to say it this way, but I think charging $5 or $10 at the door would ensure an even better audience. You know what I mean? If you were worried about people switching Post-it notes, those people like you and I who are willing to pay $10 to get into something like this, I'm not going to switch Post-it notes on some of these vendors because they're people like me.
Well, yeah, our ultimate goal is to have a storefront as well.
Yep.
So why would we do something and ruin? Yeah, we'd
We're
be
just
stealing
open-
from ourselves, basically.
Yeah, agreed. Exactly. But open to a general audience, you just never know.
Yeah, indeed. I'm hoping that with the $5 charge, they'll be able to to bring in more things. I want more food trucks. Maybe I want a little bit more. I want more sales. I want more. Vendors.
Yeah, maybe like a celebrity, like a.
Well, that would be cool.
voiced
A signing.
Yeah.
Maybe any kind of signing.
See, it sounds like we should run one of these one day, but maybe that's another topic. But these are more of those trucks that I noticed you captioned in the first place near the window. So I think I'm missing out on those too. There's a huge car culture that I know nothing
Same.
about.
I know nothing either.
But you got some good shots of the open ones here, so maybe later I'll look it up and see what these things are worth and then post them up or something,
Yeah.
If anybody's watching this and knows anything about Hot Wheels or anything and wants to comment, feel free. We're here to learn as much as we are here to talk and film, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
So you can see just a plethora of $3 Hot Wheels, which at this point, as a newbie to this, I would not buy any of these looking to collect, probably, because if they're $3 to this guy who knows more than me, then they're worth $3.
Most likely. Right now.
There's a shot of space. Look
Oh,
at you in the
no.
mirror. Got yourself in the mirror.
Me and my Cresco shirt.
That's a good shirt.
18 plus.
So here's the Marvel Legends. You see a lot of those, about $30 each. So you can imagine how much one of those figures that needs like 5 or 6
Assembling,
of those.
yeah, with the pieces.
There's Boba Fett's helmet, $200 back there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. On Mercari yesterday, they're starting to list those pieces. I saw the average is like $10 to $20 for a piece.
Oh wow, just the arms and legs and stuff. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean that makes sense at the $30 figure price at aftermarket, you know. So you can see Stan Lee back there. It's from the first Avenger, Captain America.
Yes, it is.
I think that was a Walmart exclusive.
There's the Mandalorian.
Yep, up top.
And down below,
Oh really?
T-shirt.
Yeah. There you go. Oh really?
$80.
$80.
Yes.
There's a Chase soda up there.
I missed that.
Me too.
I would have maybe picked that up.
It's fun doing these voiceovers where we're watching this because we're noticing stuff that, like, when we were there, it would have been nice to pick up. But there's at least a few when I was editing that I noticed that I'm like, ah, man, that would have been cool. Probably better I didn't pick it up. So, that Rick I have, I wanted that Tails. That's a Target Con flocked Tails. And there's King Shark. We'll get to know more later about him. I don't really like those Mech Strike. Do you?
I don't either. Unfortunately, I don't really collect the Mech Strike and the Dio de los Muertos new line's coming up. Luchadores.
Yeah.
They're some of the ones I don't personally collect them.
Same. To each their own, right?
Yep, indeed.
There's an original Krang in box, by the way, which I think we put the price up later that you can see, but it's a pretty penny. I have that one somewhere. I don't have the box because I was a kid at the time and I didn't collect boxes. But it's nice to see it in that pristine shape.
I'm happy that you at least have some of the toys from your childhood. I was so destructive. Mine got thrown because they were just broken. Oh wow, there it is.
There you go, $4.79.
Wow.
That's a pretty decent price for an in-box Krang, you know. So this guy had a nice mix of video games and toys that I love. So again, a stand that I'm glad I didn't spend too much time at, because had I looked a little deeper, I probably would have ended up with too many of these, and I have too many already. So it's nice to see the troll dolls there. They were at the forward end there. They were when they tried to make trolls attractive for males, and it didn't work. There's Mace Windu from, I think those were episode 1. You notice Darth Maul in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, real fast.
Yeah. He's still alive at that point.
Battle Damage
Jurassic
Drake.
Park.
Yep.
Yep. Nice little tablecloth with Batman on it.
Micro Machines? Oh, nice.
They're doing those back now in random packs, and I think that's how they should do it.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. I collected Micro Machines.
Yeah, you remember they used to come in those 3-packs?
Faintly.
Like now they come in like you have to tear open a blind package to get them. Can you imagine how much money they're going to rake in with that? I thought it was very smart. There's episode 3 Grievous down there that I just missed, and a guard. I have both of those, I believe. This is T-Man's Toys. You can see his place there if you want to purchase anything, obviously. It's just, he had a nice mix of stuff. I think he's more or less got a shop or something, because it kind of seemed like you had to dig through stuff, as opposed to some of the people that you could tell were more trained for the show circuit that had everything laid out. There's a bunch of episode 1 figures and Power of the Force figures. I never collected those. It's hard to tell, at least for me, like what years they came from. There's just a wide gamut. So yeah, did you see Jeffrey there? Jeffrey the giraffe?
Yeah.
I missed that thing.
I didn't see that either.
It's this one, he had this rack on the left, but you can just get a quick shot of it from behind here. There's 2 pops back there. There's a Megatron and an Optimus Prime pop, both autographed by the voice actors from the television show. They were like hidden back there.
I wish I would have been able to go back there. You saw him standing there, so I assumed that we weren't able to go back there. I didn't go look.
No, I'm glad neither of us had the money around to spend, right? So
I already spent 200 plus. I wasn't trying to sink anymore. Grayskull.
Grayskull and Snake Mountain there next to it. So yeah, you kind of get a little shot of it. There's Omega Supreme, I think, in box over there. A lot of the original Transformers figures were going for like starting 300.
Wow.
I mean, they were in box, pristine. It must have come from a toy store that shut down or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed a lot of that.
I believe, is this the shop that has the most expensive piece that we saw?
Yeah, this might be, yeah.
So
It's this for the next one.
yeah, it's like this one or the one next to it. You can see a bunch of like protected figures. Now those Karate Kid reissues, I didn't know they were worth anything. They used to sell those at FYEs at all the malls. But now I don't like those figures that they have there, the Grievous and stuff. I have like 3 of them. They're not worth anything, and I just don't like how they look. But there's some original Star Wars glasses up top there from the 70s.
Right on.
And the 80s, I suppose. They're probably 80s. But a lot of those figures, there's Bosk again in the middle. If you notice, the Mandalorian upper left. So a lot of those look older, but they're newer. They're reissues of older cards.
Okay.
I used to collect a lot more Star Wars figures than I do now when I was younger, because it just got ridiculous with the collecting now. If you're trying to do it now, it's an investment thing, you know.
Everything collecting is an investment. And some of the best stuff is already, when you want it, you're already too late. And see, unfortunately, I should have looked through those comics, because I'm collecting some of the Secret Wars right now.
Mm.
I have issue 1, 2, and 4 of Hail Hydra.
Oh, nice.
I just need 1. I just need 3 to complete it.
Well, we'll have to start frequenting some comic book stores.
Just did today.
Nice.
It was a fail. Well, to find that, we found all kinds of good stuff.
There's a couple shops in Maryland that are toy and comic book that I'd like to check out. There's Jar Jar next to Han Solo that makes me vomit a little bit inside. There's a cruiser over there. I think Unicron is going to be coming up here. That is the most expensive thing that I noticed personally at the thing. I think.
Oh yeah.
It's $1,600 right there.
Yep.
Unicron. There's Japanese reissue Transformer above it, but really that is the prize right there. It's not open. There's a smaller representation of it in the upper right hand corner in the next few shots, but it is not the same thing. This is unopened, in box. I think it was a Mattel issue from, I'd have to look up the year, but I want to say it's 2015. And there was just a very limited number of them, and it started at like $500 or something, I think.
I had that right there.
Whatever.
I don't remember what that is to the upper right.
That castle looking thing?
Yeah,
I had
with the
that.
tree.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what that is though.
We'd have to look it up later,
Yep.
I guess. I had that He-Man T-Rex there, that purple T-Rex.
Okay.
It has a cavity that opens in the stomach, and a little rolly ball comes out of it. That rolly ball is long gone. There's Galactus. That's a put-together figure from all the...
pieces.
Yeah. There's
Gotta
a
be
Hot Topic
expensive.
limited SpongeBob that I only noticed. Yeah, me too. But it's, I don't know. This is a pretty decent stand, too. You notice all the figures are in, like, little Ziploc bags. There's more Micro Machines.
I missed all the Micro Machines. I obviously am seeing them now. This guy didn't. He's like, I hope you're not recording me. He was talking to the lady to my left. He didn't even realize that was the camera I had in my hand.
There's Unicron with the money symbols up there in the upper left. But yeah, he was very nice. He talked to me twice there when I was walking by. Just getting B-roll.
Everyone was pretty nice.
Yeah, I think we're in good company in a place like this.
Yeah.
You know? So there was a lunchbox up there. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. I was just going to say that I had a blast. That's all, man.
Yeah, it was especially for free. I would easily pay money to get in as well. They even had a nice hot dog stand and everything inside. Yeah, the lunchbox from the upper left. There's the '90s cartoon X-Men figures.
Right on.
Those were at Ollie's at some point as well. I missed out on those. But who knows what's worth money when you're a kid? 2 Cabbage Patch dolls up there if you see those. Those are original in box. I wonder if they have the birth certificates or not.
That's not Ecto 1, is it?
Yeah, Ecto 1's in the over left-hand corner there.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yep, there's Skeletor's horse there, and a couple of He-Man things. Here's, if anybody knows My Little Pony, that's coming up as well. Those are worth money. Those large-eyed figures there.
Are they?
Yeah.
There was a little girl who was digging through those fiercely when I was there.
Yeah, there's some valuable ones of those,
Okay.
I guess because of rarity.
All the bronies out there.
Yeah, there you go. That was their shot, right?
Yep.
There's some G.I. Joe stuff. I did, I think Kevin had the helicopter there. Because I used to always like the bad guy stuff, whether it came to Turtles or G.I. Joe or
Most
He-Man.
of us were
Yeah.
drawn to bad.
There's the reissued G.I. Joes. Those are not original. If they were, I'm hoping they wouldn't be hanging from the shelves like this. Same with the He-Man. Those are reissued still at Target. Hard to find, though. Collectors pick those up pretty quick, and resellers even quicker. There's the GameStop statues that we constantly see on clearance. But that is the Starscream one. I don't think that's around much. Smaller Galactus. Don't see that much.
I actually put my Galactus in the mystery boxes.
Nice. Okay.
That's one of the prizes you could win. They Galactus commons.
It's a very nice Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
This shop and this candy store are owned by the same people. They're the Tattooed Toy Boys in E-Town. He was very nice. You'll see a Stan Lee up here. I purchased that one. It actually came in a pop protector, and it was only $13. Actually, $15. But they have a pretty good selection in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. It's a lot of nostalgic older toys at good prices, and they're just starting to get into Funko Pops. Prior to this show, they had just purchased someone's collection that was moving from the area. In the shot you got here, you can see Street Sharks. There we go. One left.
Oh, yeah.
Right here, this is Roboto, I think. Forget him, from He-Man. He was just reissued as one of the FunCon exclusives. So, yeah. Castle Grayskull again.
Yep.
Boglins. Did you have Boglins?
No.
I had the Pumpkin Boglin.
Did you see that they're coming out with R2-D2 Tamagotchis?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're
So
pre-ordering.
what do you have to do to raise him, though?
I have no idea.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You don't really have to feed him or anything. Yeah, anyway.
Maybe that's why they made the robot one, so kids don't kill them.
True.
They don't have to feed them.
There's the Ghostbusters, but here I think we wanted to point out this Auto Magic. It's from like the 50s. About $135. It's kind of neat to see in person, though, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the older stuff here was very interesting. Nothing I want to collect, but
Yeah, I've never seen an Auto Magic in person until then.
it's pretty neat. A lot of these old toys and stuff, the Army Man and stuff. There's the gentleman who ran that store, I think. I didn't get to talk to him much.
Some of the older stuff I don't know how to value.
Same.
I just don't know enough.
This store, if you are local to Pennsylvania, this shop sets up every once in a while at Green Dragon in Ephrata. They have a lot of pops, and they actually run this as well as the wrestling action figure stand that is immediately next to it.
And I think the guy in there is also connected with Complete in Box, that store as well.
Also in Ephrata, right?
Yes, also in Ephrata as well.
Now, the gentleman who runs the shop next to this almost hit you with something, right?
Oh, or the rack or display stand.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
There's a Lazy Eye right there on the left. If you are watching this, Lazy, I don't mean to call you that. That's just the name of your shop, and I saw you as the owner, and I know no other way to identify you. There's our Slurpees.
Yep, we went and found those in the wild.
I just saw that Moon Man in Box Lunch
Okay.
for a regular price down
Skater
there.
Freddy.
Yep, I got that one. I was one of those suckers. Wrecker in the new box, not the old one, right?
Yeah, I have both, old and new.
New Captain America, non-stickered from GameStop. There's the Homelander I want. And there's Pennywise.
You do want that Homelander?
Yeah, I want that stickered one. He's going to be the only one I get, unless it is revealed that Black Noir is Homelander's clone, like in the comic books.
I just got Black Noir from the FunCon. I think I have that Homelander at home, and I wanted to in a Mercari store. And I could just give one to you.
Yeah, we'll see, man. That's cool. I appreciate that. There's Rogue, huh? You have her, right?
Yep.
And there's more of those generic Spider-Mans that I wouldn't know were Spider-Mans unless they printed Spider-Man on the packaging. So you can see the Energizer Bunny there. Target exclusive diamond, I think, right?
I need to know more about some of the Nerf guns. That seems to be, people are starting to sell Nerf and get back into Nerf somewhat.
Did you see any of the new guns? They look more like paintball guns. They shoot very small balls.
Yeah, they're modular. Everything fits to almost everything.
It's awesome. Yeah, I want one of them. But more of these wrestling figures, I might add. Now, those are out of box, obviously, and probably a little different. The wrestling figures I know are from the 80s and barely moved. Had no articulation.
Yeah.
You know, so, there's those ones.
Those are some framed comic books I didn't look at. Just kind of perused by it.
All stuff we're missing now, huh?
Yep.
4 weeks
This is
later.
the rack that I almost got hit by, jokingly.
He was very nice.
Yeah, he's real. Everyone was so nice, man.
Yeah.
I had a blast. There's the G.I. Joe helicopter way up there.
Original in box, I see. Yeah. I think kind of glanced past this store because it was so full, right?
I was trying to avoid the people and the congested places because I had a camera, so I was trying to be respectful. I try to get everything set, so I kind of go over people, and
You did a good job.
thanks, man.
There's the Back to the Future Almanac. I believe that comes with some stuff inside. I'm trying not to collect Back to the Future because I love it so much. Toy Junkies, there we go. Another place with an actual sign.
Yeah. I limited my collecting to 2 pops. one of Doc and one of Marty, and I'm done.
There you go.
That's it. Yep.
You're not gonna get like Einstein?
No, Einstein is actually with Doc.
Oh yeah.
In my pop. Yes.
Ah, it's two with one stand.
Yep.
What about Biff Tannen?
See, you can't start that, man.
He's one of my favorite characters. I still say, you know.
I know.
It's time to let's make like a tree and get out of here. Let's make like a tree and leave.
I just watched 2 again.
2's a good one. It's funny what that is patterned after because life imitated art in that case. But I like 1 and 3 are my favorites. I think 1's obviously my favorite, and then I like 3 because I'm a sucker for westerns. Like,
right on. I mean, I do really like 3. And I mean, was Mad Dog? Nobody calls me that.
Yeah, what? Mad Dog. And it has wake up juice in it.
Oh,
you know?
that's right.
So it's pretty good. If I had seen that Captain America shirt, I probably would have bought it. So
because it was cheap. It's probably now $80.
Yep.
Oh, isn't it? We saw it at the one stand for $80.
probably it's ridiculous.
Yep.
There's Megatron up there in pop form. I just saw.
That was a big cable down at the very bottom to the left. It was like maybe an 8 or 10-inch cable. I kind of missed it.
Okay. Another one we're missing, right? There's some Walgreens exclusives. There's a C-3PO in art. I only collect Boba Fett in the art collection, so skipped over there. There's a Fallout that you probably have, right?
I am looking to trade my Fallout collection. I have all of them.
That's, I mean, for anybody watching / listening, that's a complete Fallout collection, right?
Yep. Most likely I will trade for a Grail or 2.
There you go. What kind are you looking for?
Not sure, maybe a Freddy Funko or 2.
One of the older ones, maybe? Yeah.
One of the newer ones, I think Freddy's coming out as a Mandalorian.
Actually, I just saw that online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah. Well, this shop had a lot of older stuff that I wasn't overly interested in. You ever see those Skylanders?
I have. There are boxes. When we go to complete and box those, right inside the door is a box of Skylanders.
There's just so many laying around.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think they'll be collector's items. Of course, I'll be kicking myself in 15 years when people are paying $1,000 for them. Or maybe in 15 years they won't be paying $1,000, you know, in like bottle caps or something.
Yeah, indeed. Like Fallout.
Or some sort of apocalyptic thing.
Apocalyptic currency.
That was a Funko Doctor Strange mug I didn't notice. I would have bought that. You see that right there?
There's the little Loki thing. There's a little Loki miniature.
Man.
Yeah, I missed a lot.
That's fun watching over the
Cat Clown comic.
See, more comics that we missed. We didn't look over, I guess. So
I need to get a box so I can start just. I have hardcovers. All my comics are in hardcover.
That's
I need
good.
a box to hold all the hardcovers now.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's more of them there. There's Venom. So yeah, there's a smaller Sentinel over there. There's more Masters of the Universe. I like these. I think these were custom made. So these were action figures that were put in poses.
Like dioramas almost.
Yeah, I thought those were really cool. Not cool enough for me to like put anywhere because I don't have any room. But I thought
That's
they were
my
neat.
problem. Yeah.
Whoever did them, I think it's kind of neat.
That's why I use pops because I can stack them along the wall. I don't have to have anything creative.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to stack them and not have to worry or anything. More Star Wars stuff. There's a lot of action figures there. I think the figure I saw most often was Rose. Just everywhere. There's Mr. Wonderful in doll form. It's Ecto 1 down there in a 2-pack. Lord of the Rings. You've seen all of Lord of the Rings, right?
I have.
I've only seen like 1/3 of each one of them. So one of these days I'll have to complete that. I'm looking for anything old here, but it doesn't look like much. Just very much wrestlers and stuff, you know what I mean? There's a Buck Rogers, 2 of them. You can actually see the yellowed kind of cellophane on that one. That's old.
Yeah, Buck Rogers is old.
I think this is directly across from Lazy Eye Collectibles. Yep.
Yep,
Right
sure
on the other
is.
side there. Kid's kind of young to be running the shop, but it's always good to see someone who's interested in their phone rather than...
Well, everything's in bag.
Look at all those Star Trek originals.
Yeah. Here we got Lord of the Rings cards.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Mhm.
And then like a couple of wrestling cards there in the middle with football up top.
Yep.
There's Swamp Thing.
Pokemon.
That seems like an odd addition in there. There's Princess Amidala in the middle. And a hockey card that's like sealed in with screws or something. So
It's a hard case.
it's nice. There's Voltron. This was the big regret that I had. You'll see, I think it's $15.
Rick and Morty in the portal.
Yeah, that's bookends that they used to sell at Hot Topic. But if I could go back, I would have bought that Voltron.
Was that NECA? The turtles?
The exclusive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again,
I should have bought those. There's my T-shirt. I have the magic one.
That's a nice T-shirt. I like that.
Me too.
There's the Predator Hot Topic exclusive, but that's an 8-bit, I believe. I could be wrong. I just saw a glance of it there.
Free stickers.
Yeah. And then you wind up around here. This next shop I wanted to buy a few things from, but you see the Legends are stacked up. The Legends actually have the same boxes as wrestling things, yeah? Now that I'm looking at it.
Very similar.
Yeah. There's Magneto, open box. G.I. Joe, when the movie came out, I think that's the Rise of Cobra. And then we have some open box Transformers. Do you used to have Transformers?
I did a few. I had Bumblebee and Megatron and Soundwave.
Yeah.
I didn't have all of them.
Nah, me neither. There was so many. There's a Thor shirt I missed. Funko Thor shirt.
I was more of an Army Man guy.
Like
I did a lot of throwing and destroying Army Men. That's most of us too, yeah.
That's fine. You see a pretty good collection going on here. I don't know what chainsaw and stuff is there. There's Godzilla versus Megalon. I think I have that VHS.
Dr. Ian Malcolm, that's from, that's the one where he's laying down.
Laying down? That's a great one.
I have that one.
That's like a classic pose.
Yep.
There's the 10-inch Godzilla from Walmart exclusive.
Yeah. It's hard to see those in good condition, the 10 inches. They always seem to get damaged.
Yeah, it's because they're just hard to transport. They take up too much room. I don't know. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of 10-inch ones. I like your Chucky because that makes sense.
I have one other 10-inch coming.
Which one?
It's the Bloody Michael Myers.
Yeah, that's fine
Yeah,
too.
That's an exclusive as well.
I'm thinking the Chucky one's like life size. You know what I mean?
It totally is. I'm extremely happy with that one. And I did not have to hit anyone with a car to get it. Sorry, Top Pops.
Hit somebody with this car?
No, that's just a big joke. I think. I don't really know. I don't live in Canada.
I like Top Pops though.
I do too. But just imagine, remember, if you have a 10-inch Chucky, he might hit you with a car. Just kidding.
I'll have to remember that. I watch Top Pops. I watch Wasatch Pop.
Okay.
Slap Shop Pops.
You watch probably, just like me, Franklin FM.
Franklin. Yeah, Franklin. That's where I get all my Funko news at.
Yeah, same.
Exclusively Franklin.
Collecting plastics.
Yep, collecting
plastics.
I like hearing him complain. You know.
Well, he does now. With everything, he's been doing the war videos.
Did you see that?
What is that helmet?
That was like a metal Chucky, like a half burned off thing. That was kind of neat. I didn't see that there either.
Yeah, look at those. Wow.
Million fact, those are carrying cases. They look like the original 70s thing, but they're just meant to carry figures. That Overwatch figure is pretty neat. I don't play that. Honestly, I think we'd like Overwatch.
I'm an Apex guy, man.
Same here.
Now, unfortunately, I was really excited about those the dumpster fires up there, but again, they were $60, so it's a little out of my price range. Right. Yeah.
It's just too pricey, and that's what they're worth. So I'm not blaming.
Yeah, no, you can't. With what I spent on Pops, I just couldn't get it this time. That's all.
You got enough. I think here you can notice Ghost Rider went up, right? You purchased it at a lower price.
I purchased there was just a ding on the box, remember?
Yeah.
So there was just like $10 cheaper.
Yeah, that's a good price. I really think the Ghost Rider Blacklight Pop will go up in price, and I think the Hulk figure you got will also go up in price.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I really do think they were good purchases, and you don't really see them around naturally.
Yeah.
Well, that about wraps it up, guys. Thank you from Popopolis Collectibles. I'm Space.
I'm Jax.
And if you like what you hear and want to support us, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Have a good night.